Okay, thank you, my dear Dharma friends. I sit here again 38 minutes. I even I'm a little tired and sleepy, and as 1 second I fall into sleep, then I wake up. I don't know. In that 1 second, I feel in charged. I feel like charged. It's a really good experience. I smile to myself. Some like I my head is like falling. Then I wake up. Just in that 1 second, I don't know why. It's like you have slept. You have slept like 1 hour. Kind of that feeling. Anyway, it's off topic. Topic today: living in the now. There's only now. This now is eternal. The moment you wake up, like the first second in the morning, the eternal now breaks to three nows. So basically, the whole unmanifested, formless, like magically breaks into three parts. Three now. First is your surroundings. Second is your body mind. Third is the background of the eternal now. These three layers actually is one layer, but as mind, as our logical reasoning mind, it's better we can break it into three nows. For most people, living in the now means they are living in the phenomena world. Makes sense? They can talk, they can walk, they can, cook, Basically, there are five senses can work like now and this now. I mean, so three nows. The first now is the NOW. Where so I just better put it here now, now, now. So I have these three nows. For most people, they understand the now, this moment, as the surroundings. So what I can see, hear, smell, touch. The second now is the mental psychological now. So how you feel, are you happy, are you relaxed? So it's your feeling, are you thinking? So it's the internal, like your in. So if I use external, the first now equals external environment. The second now equals internal environment. Equals mistake here. So if you are a frequent meditator, you notice your internal environment. Are you happy? Are you thinking? How do you feel? That's the internal environment. But again, this external and internal are one environment. And now modern science say environment, psychology, and biology relationships. Environment, psychology, and biology relationship. These three has close relationships. Make sense? But what I'm saying, living in the now, the big now, is the eternal now. This thing never disappears. The eternal now is something, if I give you more experience, is in the deep sleep without dream. Who are you? What are you? What's your social role? What's your name? In deep sleep, all these, what the name, your dad, parents, doctor, scientist, professor, students, kids, child, all these social roles disappears. Make sense? But are you dead? No. The next morning you wake up, all these social roles, the first now and the second now will jump into or manifest it in the third now. Do you follow? Living in the now is to understand how the eternal now, the third now, manifested as the first, second. Your external environment and internal environment are always changing. The weather is changing, time is ticking, People talking, cars passing, wind blowing, everything in this first now and second now. The second now is your thinking, your feeling, your changing your mind. You know, all the external and internal are changing. I want you to really understand this. But behind all this ever-changing external environment and ever-changing internal environment, behind this ever-changing first and second, there's a third, which never changing. That's my point here today. If you notice, you're the never-changing eternal now manifest itself as ever-changing first and second now. You're awakened. It's the play of the eternal now manifested the ever-changing phenomena world. It's the cosmic intelligence is playing with itself. Do you follow? The timeless manifests itself in time to look back to himself or herself or itself. You are a timeless being in time. You are the unmanifested embodied mind. The whole the whole thing is a game. It's like you're in a dream or in a video game. You play a social role like mom, dad, professor, doctor, cashier, farmer, engineer. Your role in the game. Everyone is different, but once you know there is a greater you, the unmanifested, manifested in this how's it simulation, right? It's a gaming. Now online games are so popular. My kids play Fortnite, Fortnite, all kind of shooting, all the video games, right? You are in a game right now, simulation. You have everyone is different. I'm an acupuncturist. I'm a herbalist. I'm a dad. I have a sister's brother. I'm the youngest one. I have a wife, so I'm the husband. So I have many social roles. It's my roles in the game, but all the social roles are not me. Once you notice this, there's a unmanifested true being manifested as this acupuncturist. The name is Dong. It's a Chinese looking. Once you notice, wow, that's called awakening. The moment you wake from your temporary roles, let's say, everyone has a temporary role in the planet Earth. Okay. Once you awaken, wow, something like a Neo in the Matrix. The Neo, the Matrix. Have you seen the movie? Something like Neo wake up from that programs, simulations of the old programs of the in that matrix, right? But he can woke up to like jump out of programming and become Neo. Are you ready to take the blue pill or red pill? Sorry, the red pill. Morpheus gave Neo two pills, right? Red or blue? Blue means you just fall asleep again as that your social roles in the programs. The red pill means you take a chance to wake up to your infinite being. Are you ready to take the red pill? No matter you are ready or not, you are already, it doesn't, it, the eternal now is not subject to your awakening or not. Okay? It is not subject to anything, anyone, any situation. But it was always there. It was there, it is here and now, it will be, in the future. And but again, past, present, and future are only one eternal now. The moment you can speak, I can speak, you can listen. This moment, there's only this moment. Okay, the whole thing, the whole cosmic is dancing only in this moment. The nature, the trees, the civilization, the society, your family, your body, your mind is only happening in this moment. So in this moment has three nows: external, internal, and eternal. If the past, future are illusion, then is the future predestined? To the eternal now, everything is perfect and complete. It contains infinite possibilities, infinite potentials. Everyone, once you or anyone made a decision, in the first now and second now, you choose your way of fate or life or what. So it's like every decision is like there's a spot, then you choose this spot, this spot, this spot, this spot. But if you connecting all the spots, it's like your life's route or picture, right? But this picture or nine or the landscape of life are always in the eternal now. In the perception, in the perspective, the first now and the second now, yes, your future is predestined. And everything is connected because of the karmic force. Like you're writing your life or landscape of life or reality by your mind right now. Everything is the whole world is your projection, and the eternal now give you this chance to project. But every moment you're projecting is a limited version of infinity. It's a play of infinity itself to manifest it as a finite body and mind. How many body and minds? If in the whole human domain, 8 billion version of finite body mind, but in a total infinite unmanifest field. So To answer your question, yes and no. Yes, in the perspective of the first now and second now. Yes, there's some changes and there's some landscape. You draw your life by your mind. Every moment, actually, is so magic happening. Your mind, like, draws a picture of life in every moment. Is so vibrating. If you look at smart TV now, smart TV have 80 inches smart TV, and there's so many pixels, right? So in every second, the smart TV is manifesting a landscape or movie or channel or whatever, uh, romantic or action or terrible movie. In every second, the smart TV is shining, right? It's vibrating to give you a pixel, different gradients, different colors, different size, shapes, and so on. In the same way, your mind is depicting a world as a tree, as a star, as a body, as a feeling, you know, in such a how to say fast vibration. You think it's so real, but in the tradition filmmaking, every second there's a 24 frames, right? Still frames. But if you move these 24 frames in 1 second, it moves very fluently and you think it's real, right? But everything in the smart TV or movie is fake, is not real. In the same way, in the reality, if you awaken, everything is, your mind is depicting like it's not pixel, it's a voxel now. It's a three dimension, right? So it's a voxel. So your mind has this magic of, it's like a painting on a space-time structure. It's crazy. If you read it, wow, it's crazy. The infinite possibilities of consciousness. How many body minds, how many worlds in and out? 8 billion. 8 billion people, 8 billion different minds, and depicting an individual life at the same time. And this does not count for animals domain, right? If you count fish, cats, dog, mosquito, reptiles, uh, even bacteria, all the sentient being is depicting a life, beyond our imagination. Now we are only in the human domain. Do you know an insect with 100 eyes? What his life or what its life is? We cannot imagine, right? What I'm going to say, this cosmic intelligence is so powerful. It gives you the freedom to project a world, okay? To project a world as you will. So fascinating. And it had, at right this moment, 8 billion different minds, eight different uh, pictures by only one universal identical awareness or identical cosmic intelligence. It's crazy. It's beyond your imagination. Every body and mind is the manifestation of this totality. Every every wave in the ocean is the entire ocean in action. Make sense? Back to Rumi's quote, you're not a drop in the ocean. Your entire ocean in drop. So you have this first now, second now, but most important, you are in the eternal now, the third now. Awakening means from the first and second now, jump or waken up to this third now, but you don't lose the first now and second now. Okay, you still belongs to you. You still have it, but you're not present in the first and second now anymore. It's like you're playing. If you're a good actor or actress, you can play a role for 3 months, 3 weeks, or 3 years, but it's a temporary role. Often, end of movie or film, you back to the original one. I mean, same. It's exactly same idea. You're playing a role in the life, but your true identity. You know what? You can play infinite numbers of roles once you're awakened. That's called freedom. You can play your role. You can play your role in the dream, in the family, in the society, so well. I would say illusion is based on something real, but as an unified whole, that which is real, as the whole is beyond any ability of defining. The formlessness of form is rooted in comprehensibility. Okay, good point. It's like so we are speak down the unspeakable, right? The reality is beyond words. But if you are awakened one, you can try to describe it by words, even though the words cannot depict the totality. But it's like Buddha's teaching. Buddha's teaching in sutra is his words is the words that contains wisdom, like the words like emptiness, tathagata contains wisdom. But you need an awakened eye to decode that wisdoms in which Buddha encode his wisdom. So it's better you are in the same level. But as a disciple or students, we can try to understand this intellectually. That's the first step. So our mind plays a role. The sixth sense plays a role. The conscious mind plays a role. But the conscious mind only is not enough. It's like a boat carry you to the other shore. But to land on the other shore, you have to drop the boat. But the boat plays a role. It carries you to the shore. It's not yet the shore, right? That's why we can speak the unspeakable. It's beyond any definition, but we can try. Otherwise, nothing to say. Nothing to say at all. Nothing to do at all. You are complete, perfect Buddha right now. But not everyone understands what I'm saying here. That's why Ramana Maharshi said nothing. I mean, said very little words. Sit quietly, doing nothing. Shut up. But the disciples keep asking, or students keep asking, where, what, where, and when were you when you first awakened? That's about 8 years ago. 8 years ago, I was driving to school. I mean, I'm going to finish my Chinese medicine school. I was driving. It was springtime, April, late April. So the weather is so beautiful, 19 degree. sunlight, sunshine, wind, breeze, flowers, fragrances. The roads are so beautiful. I was driving, and I was at that moment, I was touched by the beauty of nature. Then, because I was basically a happy person, that happiness escalate to kind of high level, like blissful. I was so happy that I burst into crying. I feel I was so lucky to live in the world or in Canada and in such a beautiful season, in beautiful city. Everything's so perfect. Is perfect, and even my kids, my family. Maybe it's a different story, but I was so touched by. In that moment, I cry. I have to pause. I mean, how to say? Stop the car. I cried like 15 minutes. It's beautiful crying. It's like you're really connected to the environment, to the greater self. But I don't know. I didn't understand why I have this. How to say? First awakening the signs. But later on, I have the second one, the third one. Then also I keep meditation. I follow the Buddha's teaching. Then you make me arrive here and now. I mean, now it's only this now. All the memories are like kind of reflections in the eternal awareness. The eternal awareness manifested as this Chinese looking named dome, with a little bit individual history. Everyone is like this actually. Once you waken up to that totality, clarity, uh, waking up to heaven, let's say, to the heavenly Father. That's all. That to the God. We are caressed. We are loved. We are blessed by Heavenly Father every moment. Heavenly Father or God never leaves us. Only are you clear or wise enough to understand this? That's that's called sudden enlightenment. You don't just like this. It's on. It's turned on. But once a while, it will be off again. The first awakening is not enough. You need to turn it on and on and on and on a lot of times until it's always on. Actually, it is always on, but it's off because of the egoic patterns of mind or thinking or behavior, like clouds blocked the sky. Sky is always there as a sky, clear, blue, right? But sometimes it's cloudy, so you cannot see it. Sometimes there's a gap, some cloud, there's a gap, the sun will shine through that gap, then you see light, or you see the blue sky. Something like this. At least you have to open once, then you see that picture. If we can play infinite roles, then it means reincarnation, but instead of one leap of another, it can all happen at now. So there's a two truth. Don't deny the phenomena world. Okay, there's no necessary to deny your body and mind. So body mind is incarnated. It's a play of the infinite. There's no conflict. No conflict. Okay, you can choose to back to unmanifested forever, but you can choose to manifest in body mind. But once you awaken, you know you're always formless. So you see that mind is so important. Your understanding is so important. It's like, so a good metaphor is again is the actor and actress. You can choose to play a role in a movie or not. While you play in the movie, you know your true identity. Make sense? Like Richard Gere. I like Richard Gere. Richard Gere is also Buddhist, and he was once he had a good relation with the Dalai Lama, right? And Dalai Lama asked him once, I think, at least, and looking at his eyes and asked him, "Are you playing now?" you know, Richard Gere was a famous American actor, right? So Dalai Lama asked, look at his eyes, and are you playing now? In which role? That's what I'm saying here. If you're playing, it's okay. As long as you know your true self, that's good. I'm a dad. I'm an acupuncturist. I play my roles instead of one leave another. Okay, not happening now. It's all happening now. It's only now. Yes, I agree. But once in a while we play. That the Buddha said, once gold is purified, it doesn't become impure again. So no backsliding once the wisdom of the oneness opens up within the mind. The wisdom eye sees reality as a singularity too. Yes, I agree. Yeah, one you are the gold right now. You are the pure awareness right now, manifested as the body mind, as the world you're projecting. And the non-retrogression state, you won't falling. There's a state you won't falling back to your driven pattern anymore. So the ego dies. There's the 17th stage of the 52 stages from world person to Buddhahood. So make sure you can enter the non-retrogression or the no falling back stage this life, this moment. Okay, otherwise the whole world, the whole thing is so tricky. The original sin is so tricky. The original ignorance is so tricky. Once you open your eyes and become aware, you may fall into tricks and plays of the contents of awareness. Use your illusion. Yes, use your illusion. Use your illusion to wake up, and use the illusion to serve, love, and wake up others. We are in the dream right now. You are in a dream right now. I'm in a dream. I'm in a dream, but I'm using this body mind to talk with you. No conflict. And you know what? Once you waken up to that state, there's no dream either. There's no ignorance. There's no wisdom. There's no Buddhahood to attain. You're always in the eternal now. There's only pure awareness manifested in time, in space-time structure. It's fun, actually. Illusions are beautiful illusions. The body mind are the manifestation of the infinite possibilities. Look around, look the whole world, look the science, technology, the merits, the application of the cosmic intelligence is infinite. That's the beauty of life. You're in the game, you enjoy the game, and you know you're not off this game. So Jesus teaching, you're in the world, you're in the relationship, in your family, in the school, in the company, but you're not off this world. There's no conflict. It's a beautiful place, such a beautiful, beautiful, magnificent. So, to help you to awaken or stabilize your awakening, let's say, maybe you already awakened, but not very stable yet. I just ask you one couple of questions, very easy. Are you aware? Are you aware now? The answer must be yes. Yes, I'm aware. I'm aware of my room. This Chinese looking dong in on the screen. You're aware of some my voice. You're aware your body, energy flow, your breath. That's the external now, right? The first now. Then you're aware. You can understand what I'm saying. You're aware maybe once a while your thoughts arising in your mind. You're aware that you're relaxed now. You're concentrated now. You're focused now. You feel kind of okay, maybe not very happy, but relaxed, stress-free, let's say. So what I'm depicting the second now, the internal now, the mental activities, your understanding, what you're gonna do tomorrow or tonight, your project next couple of months, your memories in the past. It's all in the second now, right? That's my first question. Are you aware? The first now and second now? You must be sure. Yes, you're aware. Then my second question, listen carefully, my dear Dharma friends. It will help you awakening because my second question is, are you aware that you are aware? What do you mean? Are you aware that you are aware? So to answer this question, I'll give you like a couple of seconds. Are you aware that you are aware? So instead of be aware of the external now, the first now, and the second now, the internal now, or let's say just put these two layers into just contents of the awareness. The external is the contents of awareness. The internal mental activity is your contents of awareness. Instead of the aware of the contents of awareness, when I ask you, are you aware that you're aware? You have to leave these contents alone and go inwardly. You, the awareness, have to check in. Or you have to be the eternal, the third now, the eternal now, the pure awareness. You awareness is, if I use circles, okay? If are you aware the contents, your external, your room, your body, and your mind? So you're joining first half of the circle of awareness, first half of the circle. But to answer my third question, are you aware that you're aware? You have to draw the second half of the circle of the awareness. So first half, are you aware of your surroundings and mental activities? Then, yes, I notice that. Second half, are you aware that you're aware? So this makes a consciousness a complete circle. For most world people, they only have this half. They never notice they can look within, make this circle complete. And you see, that's a spin, that's a circulation. And if you put this a sign of 0, if you put 2 zeros, and this is infinity. Actually, this circle spins all the time. At what level do you know? Do you know the frequency of Planck? The Planck units by Mark Planck. The father of quantum theory, Max Planck. How frequent this circle of the spin of awareness is? If I'm right, to the power 10 to the power 40. Okay, so beyond your imagination, so quick. It's like you see a movie, in 1 second, there are 10 to the power 40 frames. For sure you will see that the reality is so smooth, it's so real, because it's one. Just give me 1 second. I will tell you the exact number of that Planck units in terms of frequency. Okay, so approximately 1.8 times 10 to the power of 43. That's the that's beyond me. Time 10 to the power 43. You have 1, then followed by 43 zeros, frames per second. That's how your mind can depict the whole life, the world, in your pure consciousness. That's why you're fooled by this so real phenomenal world. Everyone is fooled. Only the awakened ones see or can connect to that formless or the eternal now that has the ability to depict this wonderful phenomenal world. And everyone is depicting on the ground of these infinite possibilities or potentials. So I'm starting to see time as circular instead of linear. I thought large-scale linear phenomena would have leveraging problems which gives rise to the angles of momentum, like a forward and a falling wave. Great. Time is a play of timeless. So everything happens in time, or so you are a timeless being, manifest in time, or you are shapeless shape, manifest in shape. So you are this shapeless, manifest in shape. So the whole awakening is to, from this finite body, mind, form, or name, to that formless, unmanifested. You waken up to the totality instead of individuality. Okay, you're not dissection anymore. You not dissect the totality anymore. While you still can dissect, but you know every thought, every memory, every feelings is a dissection of the totality. And you allow that dissection happens. And it's a beautiful one. And the like it's like the ocean manifest in waves. That's all. And waves are ocean. Ocean is waves. You are Brahman and Atman at the same time. That's a yoga. That's a true yoga. And you are yogi. You're born a yogi. Only when you don't know you're yogi, you're not a yogi. Yogi. Okay, I think that's I talk a lot again. And yeah, we try to speak the unspeakable. Any more questions? If no, maybe maybe see you next time. Thank you. I have to pick up my daughter now. Namaste. Thank you. See you next time.